One of the major reasons that this therapy has had so much trouble advancing is that it violates long-standing ideas in neurology about being able to change the brain, to intervene in an injury process or alter the course of a degenerative disease. It's always been assumed that the brain has to heal on its own. When we started showing that you could change the course of a disease and treat untreatable neurological disease, there was tremendous resistance. To showing the cases, the doctors said, well, that's really not believable. You need an animal model. Those were old cases. They would have gotten better on their own. Well, no, they didn't get better on their own. Many had been years out. One boxer was 23 years out from his last bout. And yet we were able to show improvement. I was young and naive, and they said, you needed an animal model. It would be more believable. So I dutifully went and looked for an animal model. And of course, found an accepted animal model of chronic brain injury. But before you can do the experiment, you have to go to an animal care and use committee, and you have to present to them that you are not just duplicating somebody else's experiment and wasting a bunch of animals' lives, that you're doing something novel and different. Well, that involves a literature search. I spent days in LSU School of Medicine's library in New Orleans, searching all the medical literature, going back decades, 100 years, as much information as there was in the library, searching the index medicus. In those days, we didn't have the electronic retrieval system like we have now. And I spent a lot of time. And guess what I found? Nothing had ever been published in the history of science where anyone attempted to treat a chronic brain injury in animals. Lots of stuff on acute brain injury, but nothing in chronic brain injury. Why is that? Nobody even tried, because we've been told by neurologists, neurology specialty, neuroscientists, that there's nothing you could do for a chronic brain problem. So when we showed this was violating deep-seated belief system, and to this day, written in the article, it says, this is the first and only proof of improvement of chronic brain injury in animals in the history of science. It stands to this day, and nobody's challenged it. And yet, despite that, we still can't get people to accept that we can change the course of a brain injury. But we're not giving up.